I know you've written about this in your mailbag. This is a lost season. What do the Browns need to do to kind of correct the problems, do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think Kevin Stefanski's job is in danger, right? I think even if there were any doubts, the way the Browns played against the Ravens in that win, and then to come back and beat Washington, the way the Browns did without having any playoff chances at all, I think that speaks well for Kevin Stefanski. The fact that Deshaun Watson speaks highly of him, says that's a big reason he came here. I think all that points to a return for Kevin Stefanski. So therefore, and plus I agree, I don't think there needs to be a major organizational overhaul. And I know there's been some criticism of Paul DePodesta lately. I think you need to give DePodesta, GM Andrew Berry, and Kevin Stefanski another year and a full year with Deshaun Watson at quarterback to see how their kind of master plan plays out. That doesn't mean there shouldn't be changes. And I think if you miss the playoffs 2 years in a row with a talented roster, there need to be, quote unquote, significant changes. And for me, that begins with the coaching staff. And do you make a change at defensive coordinator? Do you make a change at special teams coordinator? I think both those things are in play. And if you make those changes, then that could trickle down to other, position coaches. And then the roster needs to be, bolstered. I think you need another end opposite Myles Garrett. I would doubt that it's Jadeveon Clowney for a third straight year. I've been saying they should find a kind of a long-term answer. And, I'm not giving up on Alex Wright, but I don't think you can just say, hey, it's going to be Alex Wright. It's going to be the opposite, the bookend to Myles Garrett. I'd like to see a big-time end and what that would look like with Myles Garrett and a big-time end. We saw it with Clowney a little bit in 2021, and it looked really good. So that's a position I would address. I think you need another receiver, and I think one with speed. And, yeah, that's why they drafted Anthony Schwartz, but that hasn't worked yet. And I don't think you just count on him being the guy. So you need that speed, that real speed threat to pair with Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones. And then maybe you add another tight end, if you can find an upgrade over Harrison Bryant, just to surround Deshaun Watson with as many weapons as possible.